When it comes to fruit of the Spirit shown in the life of a Christian, I personally believe that gentleness is a quality that makes us most like Christ. Good morning, I'm Pastor Ernie Lewis of the Blue Point Church in Sisney, Illinois, with your thoughts for Wednesday. You know, we may look at the way people interact with others to gauge their heart. Some characteristics really stick out in this dog-eat-dog world that we live in. So Galatians 5 and verse 22 says, "But the fruit of the Spirit is love, joy, peace, long-suffering, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, gentleness, self-control. And against such there is no law." You see, gentleness is a quality that helps a person be tender and kind to others, no matter who they are or perhaps the circumstances that they seem to be living in. There is a great example of tenderness in Jesus Christ in the Gospel of John, chapter 8. Here, the Pharisees are testing him to see how he'll react whenever they present a case that is clearly spelled out in the Old Testament law of Moses. They drag this young woman into the street that is scantily clad, she is afraid, she is ashamed, and their accusation is that they have caught her in the very act of adultery. What do you think we should do to her? You know, Moses' law, of course, they're wanting Jesus to quote some Old Testament laws about stoning such offenders. They're actually shocked when he ends up turning the spotlight back on their lives. Remember how Jesus said, all right, he that is without sin among you, go ahead and cast the first stone. But instead of stoning her, the Bible says that one by one they wandered off, probably considering their own heart and their own life. Then Jesus takes this young woman who is a candidate for stoning, and he says to her, you know, you've lost all of your accusers. Neither do I condemn you. Go and sin no more. You know, there may have been times in our lives when we found ourselves guilty of some infraction that we were ready to take our lumps, but someone was gentle toward us. Gentleness may be shown in a touch whenever we feel helpless or alone. Gentleness may be shown in some kind words, an attitude of tolerance when we really don't think that we deserve any of that kind of gentle treatment from others. Gentleness is one of those things that is born out of love and compassion. And when we're willing to show kindness and lenience to others that really need our tender care. Someone said that gentleness is shown with a mildness and a softness in our actions and even in the tone of our voice toward others. It's like the physical care that we would take with a wounded bird if we were to hold it in our hands. Well, someone said there are not 9 fruits of the Spirit, but these characteristics all work hand in hand when the Spirit works in our lives. And we must show kindness and gentleness if we are going to show the love of Christ to a world around us.